Really? The phone rings right as you start. G'day, train man. How are you?
519500636.
Chasco, how are you? Just getting it started a little bit early and make sure we get all these glitches out of there.
51950.
And obviously we don't want to talk to telemarketers, so we'll just get rid of that. So the chat's up. That's a good thing. Alex Hamilton, how are you doing tonight? So the chat is quite delayed actually on the YouTube page itself, like on the video part, which is usually the part I watch. Trainman46, can I advertise my giveaway 3 times this live stream? Sure, why not? You might want to wait until there's a couple more people here. There's only 6 watching now, so. So we sit in dead silence and we wait. I'm so used to starting right at 7 o'clock. So, and of course the time I start early is the time that it's not going to mess up. Rail Rider Rabby, yes, you made it. I see Toy Man put out a video tonight. He's going to mail off your prize that you won on his contest. Which one did you win? Did you win the airbrush or the vise? Hello, Nancy. How are you doing? Nice to see you pop in. You can let us know how your N scale layout's doing and if you got your locomotive all fixed up. And we got Geneva Solvay Railroad 7066. He says hello to everybody. I said hello back. So I think we got a couple people in here, but we still got 3 minutes till 7 o'clock, so we'll just make sure this is all going to be up and running properly. It seems to be looking like it's going to go all right. And if anybody's got anything that they want to talk about tonight, 7 o'clock, we can throw that up there. Chasco, Sparky, did you see the shout out from Chuck Baker? Yes, Chuck has actually thrown up about 3 videos, and he's said thank you to me 3 times, which is really awesome. I didn't expect that. Joe G, how are you doing? Wow, what's this? This, sir, is what I'm bringing to the table tonight. I just want to talk about cars, rail cars. That's it. And we got 14 people here. If you guys aren't subscribed to Joe G, and just go to the right of his comment, there'll be 3 dots there. Click on those 3 dots. It'll take you to Joe G's channel and subscribe to him. This is where this car came from. Firehouse Whiskey is his brand of car. And he paints these up all by himself. And he does a really good job on them too. So I'm really impressed with them. I like it. I got this one when I was on my trip down to Arizona. Met up with Vinny and Train Granny, Joe G, Container Man, Eric, George, Vermont Rail Fanner, to name a few anyway. I did bump into a couple other guys, but you guys ever notice when you're watching a clock, time goes really slow? It's like watching an egg try to boil it. Nancy sent her locomotive off to the hobby shop for fixing, and I will be getting it from, getting my foam shortly. and I'm waiting on one more thing. Then I will start. One more thing. What are you waiting on? You got the whole Woodland Scenics kit. You got some foam soon. That should be a good start. I kind of thought, Joe, that you would like that sitting up there. When I first was going to start this stream, I was going to start with that one on there. But I was admiring your boxcar, so I thought I'd start with that one. It's really hard. I don't know if you guys do live streams or not. Have you ever noticed when you go to put something on camera, you go backwards? Like I'm trying to go to the right and it goes to the left. But anyway, that's just my own little pet peeve, I guess. So my computer says it's 7 o'clock. So with that note, I guess I will say, g'day, model railroaders. How's everything tonight? Tonight's kind of an open mic night. So if anybody has anything that they want to talk about model railroad wise, doesn't matter what scale that you're in because we all model together. Problems that you want to talk about that you've got with your layouts, or just in general, you just want to have a discussion. The thing I bring to the table tonight is just basically cars, rail cars. I like box cars the best, and I think that's just because intermodal's taken over, and you see so many intermodal trains nowadays, and when you see a box car, to me, it's almost like, wow! It's like seeing it's like seeing a caboose. You see one of those and you just go really nuts because, well, if you're from the 90s, I guess, you've never seen one. But, so, if anybody's got anything out there that they want to talk about, my head will be popping in and out of the camera shot every once in a while, but you'll always know who see, I can't even point to my chest properly. But you're always going to know who I am. There I am, Sparky. 107, 107. The big thing about my streams, guys, is subscriber base. So if you guys want to say, hey, subscribe to me, check out the 3 dots to the right of my comment, you can do that once. And after that, hopefully my moderators take over and they start putting you in timeout or something. Don't spam the channel. So wait until a strategic time. Like right now we've got 18 people watching. So you might want to wait before you say, hey guys, can you check out my channel? And I'm open to that. This is what the whole community thing's all about, is just checking everybody out. You guys are here because you're subscribed to me, but if you're not subscribed to Joe G, go check him out after the stream, or during the stream even. Click on those 3 dots to the right of his name, and takes you right to his channel, hit subscribe, then come back to the live stream so you can finish watching this and the questions, and everybody help out, get involved with the community, and after the stream, go check out that person's channel. Maybe you'll subscribe to 10 people's channels tonight. Maybe not. So, but that's the big thing about my live streams, guys, is check out everybody else's channels, subscribe to everybody else. Let's all help each other out in the community, and that's what the community is all about, helping each other. So with that being said, I'm going to stick my nose into the chat that's going to be on the screen for the video part. So I am going to actually be lagging probably about 30 seconds behind what you guys are chatting about. So forgive me. My mom always said I was a little slow. I'm just trying to prove a point. Okay? Richard, how are you tonight? See, you made it. Container Man 68. Container Man 68 is another reason why I threw up Joe G's Firehouse Whiskey car. He got some intermodal cars and some containers made up with Firehouse Whiskey on the side of them, and they looked amazing. So again, if you haven't subscribed to him, check him out. Afterwards, check out that video because Joe G does amazing work. And Joe G, you now owe me about $50 in advertising fees. So, all right, you can pay up later. So, Zane's Trains and Things. G'day, sir. How are you doing tonight? I will just ask you questions that I'm curious about. Train related, of course. It doesn't have to be train related if you're asking me a question, but if it gets too personal, I might not answer you. Nancy says hi to Peter. So Peter must be here somewhere. Oh, there he is up there. Evening, everyone. And I always get a stuffed up nose when I start the live stream, so excuse my sniffing. I think half of it's got to do with the fact I have to open the window. So I turn off the exhaust fans and a couple other things that I got going on. My computer room is kind of like a sanctuary, if you can call it that. It's more of a mess. But my home security system and surveillance system, it sits up there on the shelf. Computers there, laptops there. Part of my train layout's behind me where I do all my programming and stuff. I have a closet full of train stuff that just kind of for storage. Anyway, you know, it's like an office, aka little train playroom thing. Oh, plus I smoke, so I do that here. And it's a great hiding spot from the wife. Because every once in a while, she'll come in and she'll notice that I'm watching a video and she'll leave. Don't get me wrong, I love my wife a lot. But sanctuary, whole key word, right? So I'm going to move up here to the chat. If anybody has anything that they want to talk about tonight, throw it up there. Any questions that you got or any comments or anything that you just want to talk about. Like I said, my head's not going to be a lot in the shot because I lean forward a bit to read this. Richard, I love all trains and have modeled O gauge, I believe he says. Doing great. First time to jump on live. Well, thanks for jumping on, Richard. Like I said, if you got any questions or comments or anything that you want to talk about, you got 25 people in here watching that can all help us out. Joe G, you go for it. Your order is on the way. All right, so Joe G, advertising for him again. So now we're up to about $65. I should have this stuff paid off by the end of the live stream, Joe. It's going to be perfect. How's the flooding in your area, Dave? I am going to tell you, look up Cambridge News. I can't believe there was ice chunks from the river on the road. And just so you guys know, I had no flooding in my house. I'll say that right off the bat. I am completely dry. The sump pump's in and working, and it's doing its job. So, as far as the city goes, we have a major river here. It's called the Grand River. All froze up like every river is in Canada. Little thaw spell, then we had a big rain, and we had chunks of ice. No word of a lie, and check it out. Cambridge News. Cambridge, Ontario News. The chunks of ice were like a foot thick, and they must have been 15, 20 feet wide. And they were up on the road. So if you would have actually drove, like I left my house this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning to head for work, and if I would have hit one of these things, it would have just totaled your car completely. But how was the flooding in your area, Peter? Like Brantford actually had an evacuation in a state of emergency, so. Just another scale model, or hi, 169. Yeah, that's funny. 107, get it right. I don't make fun of your name much. Well, not to your face anyway, so. Joe G says he's already got a sub. Thanks. Well, like I said, that's what it's all about, guys. Head for those 3 dots. Go sub. Trainman 46 says, welcome, Joe. Tasco, we got Baltimore and Subdivision. Congratulations on making the new YouTube requirements. I didn't make those requirements. You guys did. It's my channel, but you guys helped me out a lot. Watch my stuff. And apparently, what I just found out, I was watching on YouTube, and there's always these creators and stuff that they do help videos and stuff. But one guy came on there, and he did a little test. So if you go to somebody's video, and you put it on the quarter speed, and it's a minute-long video, you actually get 4 minutes of watch time and 400% of interaction time. So I'm just going to throw that out there now so you guys can do that to people's channels that you really like and go watch them at quarter speed when you're going for supper or you're going out or something. Watch their video at quarter speed. Gives them all these great benefits, and I'm sure now that somebody's done a video of it, YouTube's going to fix it because they just, comes to the small YouTube channels, I don't know. They just don't like working with us, I don't think. So, I am RRO.com. Hi-ho. Yes, I do HO gauge. I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. Nancy Jones, so glad there is no floods to be had at your place, and so am I. I tell you, every time it rains like that, I worry a lot just to keep that clean. and family orientated. Hot Rod Rodney, g'day, sir. And hi to everybody else, he says. Zane's Trains and Things is saying hi to lots of people. Glad you are back, rebuilding bigger and better. And that's my last update that I threw up there. That's Ron came over, helped me out a little bit, soldering some track and stuff, but we really gave it the old gung-ho. And we got pretty much, well, you guys saw how far I got. I just got to make that lift out section. I was going to do that last weekend, and I thought about it, and I want to do a video of the whole thing. So I'm going to take a video of the space, measure it, take you guys out to the garage, we'll cut the wood up, we'll place everything. I'm just going to do a basic, simple lift out section. That's it. It's just a piece of wood, put it in, and it's going to have some bracing on the sides of it so it doesn't wiggle to the sides or anything else, and some quick connects that I got for it. So the wires are going to plug in. That's it. I figured because it's my first lift out section, I'm going to keep it nice and simple. So just another scale modeler. Nancy, you got to look after stuff like that. Do your job. North American Rail Fan 101. Hello to you too, sir. Ron's Trains and Things. Hey, it's nice of you to join us at an early time. Usually pop in a little bit later. Freezing rain you're having, eh? Means I got the night off. Ah. So bad weather does have some good outcomes every once in a while. Chesapeake and Ohio Junction. G'day, Lance. Lots of highs. Hello, hello, hello. 34 hellos. Hello. So I'll keep trying to watch the chat. It's just off to my left on my laptop. But the one thing, unless somebody has something that they want to ask everybody, like I said, there's 34 people here, so we can ask questions and hopefully get the right answer. Pretty much, I'm not Sparky. I'm praying things will stay dry. Yes. Well, not so much dry. I don't mind green grass and the flowers growing. So, but completely, I'm gonna have to go back and watch my video. I lost what I was talking about. But anyway, whatever. But yeah, throw up any questions and stuff you guys got. I'll look over every once in a while, and we'll take that over there. Zane's Trains and Things. I need 4 more. You need 4 more what? Because I missed part of that. Go back to work at 3:15 in Alaska. Holy jumping. You actually live up in Alaska? Really? Richard? That'd be crazy. But I do want to take the Alaskan cruise. I hear you got to take the 10-day one, though. So I'd be away from trains for a while. Unless there's a train room on a cruise ship. Now I'm just babbling. Feel like Chuck. I'm just yammering on. What, did I miss Sparky? I was watching. That's all right. I just don't like when people swear on the channel. I know I do have younger audience also, so please refrain from using swear words in the chat. And I don't know, I guess I could have got it too. I do have my mouse sitting right there, so anyway. Viewing from work again. Well, Chesapeake and Ohio Junction, that is perfect. You're getting paid to watch a live stream. Speaking of getting paid to watch a live stream, there is a super chat button somewhere down there. I can't see it on my screen, but if you guys see it, you can use it. It's okay. I do have a little light here. I just got to turn it on. So far, everything technical was working, except this. Maybe it's going to warm up. I don't know. Maybe I should put my glasses on to see if I actually turn it on. Tom's Trains and Things is here also. Good evening, Dave, and everyone else. Good day, sir. Oh, on's the other way. I don't know if that's actually on. Yep, that's why all the Alaska stuff on my layout. Later, see ya. Richard, you really have to watch Joe G because he likes the Alaska stuff too, and vice versa. Joe G, go watch Richard. He has tons of Alaska stuff on his railroad, and it's awesome actually. And it's the bigger gauge, like you said, it's the O gauge. So, Troublemaker 12. I have a new HO scale project to do when I'm done my current one. I was really hoping that was going to be a question. All right. It just has to warm up, like everything else. So, super chats. You get a light and it makes loud noise. And I yell at everybody to go subscribe to your channel. And the other thing with the super chats is these live streams will probably get pretty boring if I just sit here and talk to you guys and say, hey, go talk to everybody else. So super chats might help me out with buying a few new products and stuff that I could bring, set them down and show you guys and tell you if you should get them or not. ESU controller, well, it's already paid for, but Peter has it up and working, apparently, and I might actually have to go out and buy a new one because I don't think he's going to give it back. At least it doesn't sound like he is. So. Zane's Trains and Things says he needs 4 more subscribers to get to 300. So that's Zane's little advertising thing. So 32 people here. If you're not subscribed to Zane right now, hit those 3 dots to the right of his comment. Go check him out after this. So maybe I gotta slow this chat down every once in a while though. BNSF 1982 is here. Okay, everyone, let's get the thumbs up going. I'd rather the super chat, but thumbs up is pretty good too. So I can deal with that. It's all right. Every once in a while, I just got to click over to my other screen. I guess I really don't have to see that one all the time. So, yeah, or maybe I do. Confuse myself too much if I keep moving screens around. Our fire department's going to be busy tonight, apparently. So, the one thing I'm just, so it's not too boring of a show for everybody. And Peter, if I actually get a super chat and I miss it, send me a text. What do most people think is a good price to pay for a box car? That's a pretty good question, Joe. It fluctuates, of course, with the quality of the car. But just the price of rolling stock in general, I think, is the one thing that I don't like. Like, you get a good quality box car, you could pay $40, $60 for it. Robert Sacco, how are you? I just saw the mail call that CSX did for you. That was really awesome of you, buddy. The thing I don't like about rolling stock is, like, you get a box car, it's just awesome, right? So that's great, especially a custom one. You pay a little bit more for that than you would, say, this one. And the doors open on this one, which is, for me, if I want to buy a box car, the doors got to open. I like that part. But then you get into, I gotta watch where they put these because they'll roll on the floor, and I actually have to hold this one back. Then you get into the auto rack cars. These things in Canada are $89 to $109 when they first came out. I haven't priced any in the last little while, but that's ridiculous. $89 for that. Yes, it's supposed to be 89 feet long, and you get so many varieties of paint schemes and everything else, but $89, it's the same thing as that is. But here's the other thing I don't like, is you go to the train store and they get a new release out, and you get a flat car. And they still want $30, $40 for it because it's brand new and top quality and it has all this stuff for it. But it's my problem with it is the amount of material that they put in this stuff is, like, in a flat car, that's minuscule. Very little product there. But they still want you to pay $20, $30, $40 for it. $89 for that. You get into a caboose, it's all lit up and everything else, you're looking at $100. These are all Canadian prices, by the way, so to me, that's nuts. And see, that's what happens. You put them down there and they want to roll right off. So I know I stopped watching the chat again. I'm bad that way, so Hot Rod Rodney wants to talk to somebody about something. See, I missed it. Auto racks are way too pricey. Yes, they are. And I'm a sucker because I just love what they look like. And you see them all the time on the way out. We're on the real railroads, right? Like we've got Cambridge alone, we've got Toyota, Cami, and there's another Toyota in Woodstock. So we got 3 car companies right here. So this kind of stuff we see constantly. So where are we? I'm a stickler. I spend way too much money on rolling stock. Just go to train shows or eBay. I find though on eBay you really got to know your prices because you could get really suckered into buying some stuff there. But the thing on eBay that you really got to watch out is the shipping costs. And I've done it. I went there and I bought, it's not sitting here right now, but I bought a whole box of rail cars, older style, hook and horn couplers on them. Got them for 20 bucks and I think there's 12 of them. I didn't look any further. I hit click. I said buy. I said yes. I got it. I won. And by the time I was done, it was like close to $80. The shipping was just outrageous. And I could have went and picked this stuff up. And the guy said, oh, no, I don't want you to come over to my house. I don't want you to know really where I live. All right, well, whatever. So I got suckered. So Peter CP Rail must be talking about my ESU unit. It's working fine at my place. 3 locals are running with it. That's good. Hey, Sparky. I missed that one, Nancy. Hey, Sparky, how much does rolling stock usually? I find it better to buy train things in sets. I might agree with you there if you buy it in train sets, but train sets are starting to get expensive too. Looking at $200 for an Athearn train set, locomotive, 3 cars and a caboose, and some Easy Trek. So, Robert Sacco, 95% of my trains are used. I've bought weathered freight cars for 50 to 60 a piece. And Robert, you're down in the States, so that's American, I believe. The non-weathered cars pay no more than 20 bucks. Scrumptious model trains. I don't think we have Honda around here. Should have a... Ooh. Well. Gotta try to fix that. And we'll just see if that chat will come back up. Because then I can't even see what you guys are talking about until it does. There we go. I bet Sparky praying things will stay dry. Yes, I am. That probably went way, way back. Ethan Phil Bros here. What's up? Oh, made it. Sorry I'm late. You're never late. It's a live stream. So that's all I'm talking about tonight. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions or things that they want to talk about, throw it out there. Saves me from throwing out all this hot air. So that one, like I said, box cars are my favorite. Doors got to open. The whole thing about the box cars that I like. Eric, hush. Making me hungry. You talking about making dinner again? Now, you can get into some of the intermodal cars. This one's all metal and quite long. Made from Walters. I'm going to put that one back there so I don't drop it on the floor. But basically, that's why I like boxcars so much, is because these things are taking over. And you see these all the time. And they're all the same. They're just flat. Empty on the bottom. Like I said, this one's got a good weight. It's all metal. Nice parts, nice etched ends on it. Just notice there's no brake wheel on this one anywhere. Well, I didn't see any extra parts in the box, so no brake wheel on the Walters ones. April 7th is our next show, Zane and Tom. Oh, Robert Sacco's got a show. I guess that's the big thing, is if you buy new or if you're buying used. See, a lot of the, I think a set of 30K tank cars goes for $109 in US. Yeah, they're about $120, $118 if you buy a set of 3. For the tank cars, though, I'm really starting to think that Scale Trains has hit that out of the park. They got some pretty good detail with their stuff. Deep fried what? Oreos? Oh boy. It's the way of the future, Sparky. And Joe G says he didn't like Well Cars until he did the one up from Container Man. And that's kind of the way I was looking at it too, Joe. I really didn't like Container Cars either. That trip down to Phoenix, and every train that we saw was an intermodal train. They get kind of boring real quick, hence why my camera was going on funny angles all the time. So, but I guess you can, different containers and stuff, I guess, make them original. So, but even the containers, I find, like, what, 3 for $20, 2 for $20? They're not cheap either. So, Trainman 46, train show next Friday. Going to catch the last hour of the Friday before leaving to Chattanooga. I don't know why I can't say that. I can sing the song, Chattanooga. And runs, trains, and things like covered hoppers. So yeah, what is everybody's favorite cars anyway? Like I said, mine's the box car, second to the caboose. Caboose basically just because you don't see them very often anymore unless you're on like a special train or something. You can see caboose, cabooses. Containers are the way of the future, but Container Man, you should be talking about trailer trains. Oh, hold on, that puts you out of work too. Maybe not. Don't talk about those then. And lots of varieties of different covered hoppers. I believe this one's like an air slide covered hopper because it's got the air tanks underneath. It's more of a sealed unit. Correct me if I'm wrong on that though. But I guess I've been lying to you guys this whole time though, because this stuff really isn't my favorite car. But after we talk about your favorite cars, Peter, there's a train show coming in Kitchener, I think, next week. Actually, it might not have been a train show. It might have been a events of interest. If you're in the Kitchener area, it's the Kitchener Collectors Expo. And that is the 25th of February. So they do have some train stuff there, but that's more of the old cars, Hot Wheels, comic books, collector stuff. So Bruce likes 2 big cover hoppers. I don't have one of those sitting up here. I got it. Now see, that's going to be the question I got for you, because I can never figure this out. It carries coal or whatever. Is that an open hopper? Because that's what I always call that, an open hopper. But then after that, you've got, and it's just a bigger version of a gondola. And this is more of a coil car, I guess. Southern 207 looks like he's allergic to fiberglass. That's not good. Don't do any insulating. Hot Rod Rodney likes cabooses and gondolas. So that's a really light one too. I don't know. Bachmann HO electric trains. So not one of the better trains. Oh, that's even got hook and horn couplers on the end of it. Can you see that? Got some work to do to get rid of that. Or buy me some Katie's, I guess. Alex Hamilton likes box cars. Gavin, special cars like center depressed or heavy load flat cars. Now, you saying heavy load flat cars, like I said, I was kind of lying to you guys when I said box cars are my favorite, or a caboose. Because if I really had to have a favorite car, and this might have something to do with my job actually. Now that is my favorite car. And there's no way I'm going to get that all on the screen at once. Not holding it up and not breaking it at some point. Oop, just like that, because this one unfolds. Of course, I had to. Snap! Rough sound. But yeah, the Chernobyl car. I love these things. Unfortunately, they're not cheap. And they're bringing out other versions of them now too, which is kind of cool. But you get one of these things on your layout and it takes a corner and it just hangs way over the track. I do have a couple videos when I first got this thing and started running it. But these cars are, those are my favorite. Tom's Trains and things like log cars. Yes, you do. You do have a few of those on your layout. I've seen them. Oh, Trainman 46. Check out my last video and enter the giveaway. By comment giveaway and be subscribed. So you go over to Trainman 46, watch his video. I guess he's got a bit of a giveaway contest thing going on. Now, Trainman 46, what's that for? Did you hit 100 subscribers, 500? Make $1 million bucks? Peter C.P. Rell likes well cars and modern, yeah, those cylindrical hoppers. What are you guys trying to test out my English capabilities tonight? Baltimore and Subdivision likes tank cars and well cars. Ethanville Bro likes wow cars. Unless you're talking about this one. Oh, every time I pick it up, it wants to pop apart. God, know how to pick it up properly. But even the detail on this, like, for the amount of work that they probably put into this car, it is probably worth, and I'd say it's close to $200-300 bucks. I can't remember now. It was 180 when I bought it, and I got it off of eBay. So, but lots of detail on it. If I can hold it still long enough for you to see it. And of course, I work in the electrical field. I build big electrical yards, I guess, for distribution. And that would be an electrical transformer. But this one looks more like a generator, actually, but they said it was a transformer. But yeah. Don't play with this one too much, because I'd hate for this one to hit the floor. Because all the wheels and stuff that are on the bottom of that, do you imagine that just going boof? I'd cry. I really would. So I'm going to put that back behind me. Sorry, just got a text. It was a YouTube text. So. G'day, Jack. How are you doing tonight? And are you going to be doing a live stream right after my show? I made 10T. Whatever that means. I give up. Zup. Peter's CP Rail says, I had a Chernobyl car at the Brantford train station for a week. Have video on my channel. Yes, I know you do, because I watched it. And that was awesome. And it was actually Hydro One's Chernobyl car. So, and that's the company I work for. So we do use them. And they're just amazing to watch actually go down the rails with a load on them. It's, wow. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Wrong show. River Valley Railroad. G'day, Chuck. How are you doing? Anything from the 30s and 50s. So, Chuck, you say 30s and 50s, then you got to put an ice house on your layout. Do you have one? And I still miss part of the chat. I'm always going to do that. So now there's a question from Tom. Okay, I missed the question from Tom, so Tom's got to ask it again. Maybe I'll start watching. And I am RRO Com. You eat a lot of deep fried food and corn dogs, my friend. Which reminds me, I got to send the wife out to buy a box of corn dogs. Jeepers. Not fair. You always come in here and talk about food. I'm maybe cleaning the room again. Well, you can always run trains while you're cleaning the layout. Once I get that lift out section done on mine, I'm going to have a train running the whole time I'm doing scenery and stuff, just to kind of keep me on my toes, I think. So. Oh. Another pretty cool car. Chuck. 30s, 50s, there you go. Stock cars. JD boy, thanks for joining us. And I guess, Chuck, there'd be lots of varieties of ice houses then, wouldn't there? I guess you get, I've seen some really, really long ones on a couple of people's layouts, so. And yes, that's Ethanville Bro says dropping something is called a Sparky. And it is. I think Vinny started that, Container Man, actually. And I do have a video up there. It's called Mail Call from Container Man and Pulling a Sparky. That's a really good one to watch, actually. I like that video. Sparky, you have a Via Rail P42DC. No, I do not. I have 3 Via Rail locomotives. The 2 are from Rapido that have the 150 paint scheme put on them. And my other one is this one. Chris, Go Via or Go Home, was holding his contest for me when I had my flood. And the person that actually won his contest, and it was a whole Via set, so it was this, and I think four Via cars that go with it. But that person actually gave me the locomotive and the set. So this is the other Via I've got. By the way, at where I was working, they had 3-phase table saws. A 3-phase table saw? I've never heard of such a thing. And Zane, are you leaving or is Peter leaving? Missed it again. Baltimore subdivision, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a scale change engine soon. Cool. That would be something I'd be interested in getting involved in for sure. CSX 8840 CSX Baltimore subdivision. So keep an eye on that guy's channel. He's going to be having a giveaway soon. I like giveaways. I gotta hold one soon too. Just gotta think of a reason to do it. So, guess it's Peter leaving. So, see you, Peter. Ron's Trains and Things biscuit and gravy night at Southwest Missouri. Americans are big on your biscuits, aren't you? Is that what they're called though? Biscuits and gravy. Maybe. So, who was thinking Dave was going to run the UP unit off the end of the layout? I almost thought that when I said, okay, put it in reverse. We're seeing Via Rail's old paint scheme in the mid-2000s. Is that the old paint scheme? Because I myself am not a very big into passengers, trains and stuff like that. I more like the freight trains. Getting quite the collection behind me now. The Sparky 1500 sub giveaway. Well, I got to get there first. I think I'm only at, what, 1,300? 1,200? Something like that. Jason, if he's talking, yeah, I guess Scale Trains does do N scale now, don't they? So, yeah, probably a valid question. What scale are you going to give away? I just naturally assume when people say Scale Trains, they mean HO, so. And Chuck, yes, I am waiting to see that video from you, what you got from Solomon for Life After Work. I'm hoping maybe you picked up a battleship or something. You're going to do that. Nice model, HO scale model of a battleship, maybe. Put that all together for us. Okay, and gift cards for N scale. Well, that's an idea. HO scale train giveaway and a gift card for N scale. That seems to be the biggest problem when I have giveaways is you can never please everybody. If you're giving away an HO train, then the N scale guys go, well, what about me? And then you give away an N scale and an HO scale, and then you get the people that come on and say, well, I don't do with model trains, so what about me? I want to enter your contest. So that's why my last couple have actually been gift certificates or $13.75. Wow, really? Thanks, Rodney. 1.3 isn't far away from 1.5. No, I guess it's not. See, you guys got to go out there and tell everybody subscribe to me. Then I'll get to 1,500. So, and then I'll think about that. But yeah, I always give gift certificates as prizes now. Or my last one was actual cash, and Ron from London, he won that. And I should have took a video of it. Actually, I wasn't thinking when I did it, but I took it, handed it right to him. He literally, we met in a Tim Hortons parking lot, and I held the money out my window of my car, and he held his hand out his window, and he actually drove right past me and he grabbed the money. And then, of course, I turned around and I followed him to where he was going because he bought 3 locomotives back then with that money. So I remember Amtrak Phase 3, 40 PH. I'm going to have to start looking some of that stuff up, though. But funny, jeans are like squares. Okay. Yo, G.I. Joe. Go subscribe to G.I. Joe. That's you. Joe G. And then maybe he'll do videos of him making these cars up, which are awesome. Heritage units are kind of cool. I've never actually seen one. Or did I? I don't think I did. And scale is like HO scale's little brother. Well, I guess it all depends on who you're talking to. Some people, well, they're set in their ways. They're like me. I'm set in HO. I'm set in HO scale just because I wear these things. you imagine me doing N scale? Oh dear. And HO is O scale's half brother, so I believe that's the saying is half of O. Wrong, N scale is like HO, but it is better. You can fit more with N scale, that's for sure. Don't really want to see a little argument out there about which scale is better because they all have their pros and their cons, obviously. But basically, what you can do with N scale, you can do with HO scale. You just need more room. It's the exact same thing, if you ask me. HO just you've got more variety of stuff that you can buy. N scale is starting to catch up with decoders and sound, which is good for N scale. I like that idea. I am actually thinking, because of this room, like having my HO scale downstairs in the basement and then changing this behind me to a little N scale layout. Then I can go down both sides of the wall. And N scale, you can probably do a little loop. So now, Zane, you're getting into HO again, so careful. Jeepers. And O scale's about the only scale that I'm not sure if I like it or not. I've only seen one real layout with O scale. But I find it really hard to say that that's prototypical just because everything's actuated on it. Articulated, that's it, sorry. So, like, to go around tight corners and stuff, and everything's got to be tight in O scale, just because you need so much more room, but not really, right? So, but yeah, to watch anybody's locomotive on the O scale go around, and the bigger the locomotive, obviously, the more it looks like it articulates. So, and double O scale would actually be HO, I believe. Well, double O is actually a little bit smaller, right? N scale is for people that can see. That's all I got to say about that. And I'm allowed to say this because it's my channel, but Ethanville, haha, you got trouble from Nancy. Just teasing you, buddy. So, that would be a good time. If you want people to subscribe to your channel, and I'm getting all clogged up again, put it out there right now. Like, just say, hey, please check out my channel, subscribe to me. And that'll give people a little bit of time. Check out those 3 dots beside you. Oh my God, man. AZ Train Granny, oh my God, and N scale at Sparky's. So yeah, if you want to advertise your channel right now is about the time to do it. Throw it up there. My moderators are all going to turn a blind eye right now, so let her go. Hit the chat. Hit her hard. But yeah, going over to Vinny's and running his, and it was I think it's one of his videos that he has where I'm running the passenger train around his train set or his layout. And he turns to me and says, so, Sparky, how do you like N scale? And it's just right off the bat. I didn't even have to think about it. I don't. It's too small for me, so. It's still biscuits and gravy night. Everybody's having biscuits and gravy. Oh, and Nancy's yelling at me now. Okay. Sorry, Ethanville. I got in trouble. I got to play with some N-scale trains today. Where were you, Container Man? Oh, JD, boy, I only like O-scale because they are bigger. Well, my eyes keep going the way they're going. I'm going to have to go O-scale. But actually, I want to go garden scale. I want to put it in my backyard. But I'm not sure I'm going to have enough room now. So, and Ethanville, I know you're just having fun, so am I. But yeah, the one thing I want to do, like a lot of you guys know, my wife's into woodworking, right? And she's down in the basement working away on her wood. Sawdust goes everywhere because she's cutting, she's sanding, she's got that little miter saw thing. She does really great stuff, I think. Anyway, she's new to it. she's trying her best. She's getting better all the time. So because of the sawdust and everything, and my layouts down there too, I keep saying, you know what, you got to get your stuff out of the basement. Like, we have our furnace down there too, and it's kind of furnace hot flames, right? Sawdust probably doesn't go good with that. But so she's like, okay, well, you get me a shed and I'll move outside. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we got looking at sheds. And I said, well, honey, all you need is what, 12 by 20? And of course, she wants 12 by 30. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So we kind of left it at that. And then I really got looking at these sheds and stuff. And the dang things come, like hers come, the biggest one you can get for hers is 12 by 24. So, lifesaver, right? $6,575. That's not bad. It's pre-made. So I get looking at this thing more. Lofted Barns, which is that right there, right? Oop, get it on screen. And you can see I got a couple highlighted there. Lofted Barn. And I went to her and I said, okay, well, if you're going to get one, I want one too in the backyard. And I want one that's 14 by 40. And she looked at me and said, but I can't have 12 by 25. I'm like, well, what do you need 12 by 25 for? You're only doing woodworking. And she looked at me and said, well, what do you need 40 feet for by 14? You're only putting in a model train. Like, kind of a good point, right? I don't know what it is about model railroaders, but if we want something, we want it big, period. So the one I want to get, and it's still up for discussion, but that one right there at the top, deluxe playhouse package, of course, but I like this one. It's got the front veranda and everything else. So right now it's kind of in the works. I'm trying to convince her that I'm going to start a train club. So 40 feet, I'm going to need all that room for people to come over and build, play, and hang out. You know how it goes. So, but well, I didn't say the price of that one, did I? 14 by 40 is $14,625. So yeah, those super chats are good. If all you just want to do a super chat right now of like $1,000, I could have that shed in like tomorrow, a couple days. But yeah, and then as soon as you do that, like I said, that was 15,000. Then you add this, that's another $1,500. So yeah, I guess if you're gonna dream, you gotta dream big, right? Can't dream small. Ethanville Bro, your layout's 20 by 20. Is that what you're saying? I don't do many videos as Hot Rod Rodney. You should do more, because we're always interested. As soon as you get it all insulated and everything all fixed up. Woodworking minimum 16 feet long. Yeah, but she wants 25 feet, Eric. By 12. 12 wide, 25 long. And it'll fit in the backyard just fine. Like right behind the garage, I can fit hers, and then right in the back corner of I can fit the 40 by 14. It's just, anyway, dreaming away. Hers has to come first, obviously. You got biggest thing, and there's a couple ladies out here right now, so they're going to tell you too. Make the wife happy, she'll make you happy. Period. As long as she's happy, you're going to be happy. 50% of making a guy happy is through his stomach. That's true too. So, to the American viewers, can you send me some American food? I won't be visiting until June. Scrumptious, you're in the UK, right? I'm just assuming now. But I believe, like, I don't know about the United States, but I would super chat. Oh, there's one. Tater Man did a super chat. $5 gets me about 4 nails. $5 might actually get me a couple boards too. Very loud. Container Man 68. Take a second, go check out his channel, guys. 3 dots to the right of his comment. And subscribe to him if you haven't yet. He's got a pretty good channel out there. Sparky the Light, got it, Nancy. But as I was saying there, before Container Man nicely interrupted me, which is awesome, is yeah, with Canada, we're not allowed to actually send food through the mail. So anybody in the UK or anything can't send them any kind of food for us. I don't know if the US can send food or not, but oh, you're in Canada? Well, isn't the States got the same food that we got? Except biscuits and gravy, apparently. And whereabouts in Canada are you? I'm in Cambridge, Kitchener area, so if anybody really wanted to know. Ethanville agrees. Happy wife is a happy life. I've heard that one too. And Eric, these sheds all come pre-built, so I think they're 2x6 framing. Still got to get a permit for them, build a little foundation for them that they can drop it, but they just cart it in on a trailer, go ploop, and there it is. So ready, done, made. Shade Tree Fix-It Man, howdy Dave. Good day, George. That one video you had, sir, was that a sparrowhawk or is that just something we call it up in Canada? Because that's what that looked like. Very, very beautiful bird. And you're turning into a great bird watcher. Keep those videos up. No food in the mail. No, sir. Don't think so. Ottawa. So you're around Chris and Dave, Mark, Mike. There's a few guys from Ottawa, actually, that are actually doing YouTube channels. So 45 watching. Good job. 44. 45. There you go. Hey, that is awesome. Good night, folks. So Chuck's on his way. Have to eat and take the meds. You look after yourself, Chuck. And we'll see you again, either on one of your videos or on one of mine. Another great channel to go check out, guys. River Valley Railroad. They went in leaps and bounds. Holy cow. Started that shed layout and just bang, bang, bang. It seemed like it was done right away. So Zane's Trains and Things. Sparky, you remember how you were talking about getting traffic signals and selling them? I would have to talk to Fred. And we may run into a problem. I would keep all the signals. Well, Zane, if you get too many signals, you're going to want to sell them. Agmayo. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. You got to do a video and say how to pronounce your name. Tom's Trains and Things. Sometimes I got to hold it like this because I think it's too loud. Tom's Trains and Things. I'm sure most of you guys are subscribed to him already. If not, he has a good channel to watch. Setting up your layout, electronics, decoders, you name it. He's trying to help you out with it. If you're a beginner, check him out. He's got videos, great playlists. Tom's Trains and Things. And Tom, you want to throw up what your other channel is right now? You have a channel to help out new YouTubers, creators, start their channels and stuff. If you want to throw that up there right now, maybe a couple other people would go check that out and maybe get some help from your other channel too. Blow that darn horn. Just Lance did it. You only get 2. I like the horn, but it really bums me out when the Toronto Maple Leafs are actually playing hockey and they score a goal and I'm doing this and this thing goes off and I don't get a live chat, super chat. Dang. So, and then I get sidetracked and I can't remember what the heck we were talking about. So somebody's going to have to talk about something now because I've lost it. I don't know if that's old age or the glasses or the light. Could say old age, but so hopefully everybody's out there subscribing to people that you don't know. It's pronounced AI. And I'm not going to try. Add Jim. Nope. Can't do it. Not without butchering it. And then I'd feel like a real heel. Please give a warning to heed headphone wearers. I can't hear. Didn't think it was that loud. I know that's why I was actually holding it against my chest too, because I know it does get kind of loud. You see a super chat over in the white chat screen that you guys can actually see on YouTube where you're typing. The bells, the horn thing, Budweiser red lights coming out. So as long as I remember to see it. No comment, old age. Yeah, I got it. Don't put in the URL, just put the name of the channel. Oh, yeah, your name. Duh, I'll be all right. So, yeah, Tom's Trains and Things, Tom Kvichak. That's his other channel. So, you copy and paste, I guess, or you can just print out his name. Or if you go to Tom's Trains and Things, he does have a link to his new channel, I believe, on his train page. Plus, he's got a website, which I forgot to mention. So, Sparky, it's AL. It's out. It's, oh boy. Matt's saying hi. G'day, sir. Let's talk about the Thomas and Friends model trains. I don't think a lot of us actually model Thomas the tank engine. Like, I bought the one Thomas thinking my daughter would really love it, get into trains and stuff, and that's the last thing that she plays with is the Thomas one. She goes for all my big locomotives. Ron's Trains and Things. Okay, I'm going to hold this against my chest. Here comes the red light. Okay, your word. It's going to go off again. Ron's Trains and Things. And Ron's Trains and Things is another great guy if you're just starting out model railroading or if you've been in the hobby for a long time. Again, does many videos to help out the model railroader with the electronics, track laying, cleaning, and you also do custom loads for your cars, which I find really neat. So, headphones are off. So they should be. Nancy, I think you like the light more than I do. Because you're right on top of that every time. I could get 30 to 40 signals in a lot. This is how they work. Public Works collects signals and they scrap them. And Zane, you're really good with electronics and stuff. That's why I suggested that for you. If you grab some of those signals, all you got to do is put a little circuit board in there that would mimic the lights flashing on or off, back and forth, or in any kind of sequence. You know all that stuff because you're pretty good with it. So you get all that stuff all painted up and everything else. You could probably sell them for a good price. And if you're getting them for cheap, then yeah, shipping would be the only thing. I don't believe UPS ships anything that's 50 pounds. You can, and that's by their truck. Anything after that, you'd have to probably ship a little bit different. So, what is the last train you bought? Huh. I believe that was the one from Trains Big and Small. When I did that video of trains for sale, so I bought some. And it was SD40 in Conrail, but it was only DC. And so it was only DC. It was only DC when I got it. And like I said, the little girl, she likes my bigger locomotives, so I took that one and I gave it to her. So now she's not playing with mine too often. She'll play with hers. Someday I might venture into putting DCC into it, but I figured I'd get my layout done, get a bit of scenery done, and then maybe I'll start looking into electronics and things like that. So, not yet. Who is this Ron person? Yes, Bronze Trains and Things also does the Down and Dirty Weathering Contest. So, again, what do you got left in that, Ron? About a week, 2 weeks? People want to get involved with that? Again, you can check out Eric's channel. That's IMRRO.com or Ron's Trains and Things. And they've got the links up there to get involved with the Down and Dirty Weathering Contest. So I would ship with FedEx Freight. This is how most people ship signals on eBay. See, I've never looked on eBay for signals, so streetlights. But I imagine, like, if somebody's going to buy them, they're obviously going to pay the shipping. So, that was just an idea I had for you, Zane. So I figured maybe you could get into that stuff pretty good. Isn't this fun? A DC guy with a bunch of DCC people. There's a couple DC guys out there. Let's say we're about 50-50. And Trainman46 asking about what it costs to ship. Again, it's all based on weight, size of package, and how hard it is for them to handle also. So something a little heavier you actually have to take down to their shop. They won't just pick it up. So IMRRO.com. You owe me $2 for the shout out. Joe G, I must have lost him a while ago once I hit his bill up to 65. So contest runs until March 10th. So just close to 2 weeks. February, March, yeah. I got it. So guys, I think we're going to wrap this up unless someone's got something that they want to toss out there right away. I try to keep these live streams to about an hour. Went a little bit over this time. Go figure, tonight's I actually started about 8 minutes early. Everything actually worked. Go figure that out, eh? Start on time last 2 times and things went for a paplooey, but I would enter, but my phone camera is bad. But Eric does show you how to use your camera or your phone to do it, so some are bad. Matt Slade, I run both DC and DC logos. DCC. Jack DC still around? Yes, it is, sir. Actually, a huge price difference in it, too. Until you get into the upscale models, of course. And you're still looking at maybe $100 variants, I believe it is. And Zane's comment popped up a second time. Now Joe's bill is up to $80. I'll probably text him that too. Oh, there he is. I'm not going to say your name, so I won't bump it up to 85. Oh dear. But yeah, guys, I'll leave the chat up for a couple more minutes, but I'm going to start cleaning up around here, put some of these cars away that I had out to look at. Close the window. My knees are starting to get cold. You guys can talk for a little bit more, and I'll let you know when I'm going to shut it off. So chat amongst yourselves. There's 35 of you. And back in about 4 minutes. Close her down. At least this time I didn't put dirty cars up here and get mud and dirt all over the place. And again, if you guys see a name up there that you're not sure of, check out the 3 dots to the right of them. Oh, okay, Tom. We got Tom, and we got Container Man, and we got Ron. And that's just to catch you people with the headphones in. I know, I'm mean. Sorry. All right, guys, take it easy for tonight. And for the live stream, we'll see you again probably next Wednesday. And I should have my lift out section. I'm going to try to do the video this weekend. Do the whole thing. Like I said, from measuring it, cutting the wood, putting it in place to track on it, running a train all the way around the layout. So hopefully, if nothing else happens, we should be doing that. So until my update, and until next Wednesday, or until you guys get a video up, I'll see you later on. We'll talk to you then. And bye for now.